it's Justine.
And I'm Jenna.
Welcome to the Same Brain Podcast. We are here, not live, but we're here. We are live, though.
Barely.
But we're here. Roll that intro.
That's the end.
That's it. That's the end. So a lot is going on right now.
Yeah.
You may notice we've got a setup.
This is if you're watching the video.
If you're watching if you're not watching the video, that's fine. Just carry on. If you're driving, you can watch when you get home. We have 4 cameras right now.
Yeah.
But they're actually not cameras. They're iPhones. This whole episode is being shot using Final Cut camera for iPad and for iPhone. Have you seen this setup happen yet?
Just on their demonstration.
You're getting a live demo right here. So we have the iPad in front of us, which has 4 feeds on it, and that is from each of these cameras. And what's happening is all of these are being recorded directly into the iPad. It's going to transfer all of the footage. It's going to make an entire Final Cut project out of this with all of the angles. And then we sync the audio and you just get to editing.
What can you control the frame rate?
Yes.
Is it at 30?
Is it 30?
Lovely.
I know. You can control the frame rate. You can adjust all sorts of things. And it's so cool.
It's pretty cool. This does look nice. I mean, this is a lot of angles. And then assuming does it just go into multicam so you can make one angle or have all 4?
It makes it automatically into multicam.
Okay, we like that.
Then after that, you can then send this project to actual Final Cut if you want to edit it on the desktop. The only thing, once you go Mac, you can't go back. You can't go back to the iPad.
I see. Oh.
Yet. Careful with hitting this.
Sorry. It did make a little sound.
It is heavy, I know. We don't have mic stands.
So weak.
So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what our setup is. And the whole motivation for this is because we're actually using the brand new M4 Mac Mini.
It's
studio.
so tiny.
It is so tiny, but here's the problem. We need to get a much longer USB cable.
Yeah.
Well, because we moved the desk closer. You can kind of see here in the wide. We had to move the desk closer. The cable was running all the way across the room.
It was a not accessible path.
Especially for Jenna,
we're walking now. We'll get to it.
She's walking. Whew. We've got podcast topics here on The Remarkable. This is the new color. Have you seen it? The Remarkable Paper Pro.
My little eyes are looking at it for the first time, and it's very nice. I really like the texture of how it looks.
It looks like paper. And
I know.
It feels like paper when you're writing on it, especially when you switch to the colors and you can do the highlighter.
Is this tell me about it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Is this e-ink? What are we rocking with?
Yeah, it's basically like a notebook, but all in one. And with the Remarkable marker, you can just write. It feels like you're writing. And what I like about it also is this current video is not sponsored, but they have.
What's beeping?
Oh no!
Did you call 911?
No, my glucose is low. I think I've got disconnected from my sensor.
Well, you're still alive.
Anyway, I've been loving this so much and it's been really fun. As I was saying, they have sponsored my YouTube videos, but this is not a sponsored segment.
I was watching you do some highlighting and it was really cool. I like how it's animated.
I feel like you'd be into this.
I am, and I've been looking at it.
Well, we have all of our podcast topics here. So the first, we're talking about the new M4 Max.
Yeah.
That's MACS, not MAX, because there is also an M4 Max.
I have not ordered the new MacBook.
I was going to say you probably don't need, you have an M3.
Yeah, I bought that, which felt like it was last month, but that was last year.
And you completely spec'd it out, yeah?
Yeah, so that was already close to $8,000 after tax and Apple Care. And let's be real, we've barely been working this year. So my M3 is still in good hands, but now they're saying there's Apple Intelligence. Is this only with the M4 MacBooks?
No, you can still, you've got Apple Intelligence on the M3 as well. Yeah.
I haven't updated to
Sequoia.
I haven't done that yet.
I have updated on all of my review devices and I'm about to update on my main computer, but by the time I update on my main laptop, I'm probably going to get the new one. I had to get the new one.
Well, it's your identity.
It truly is. I wish that I identified with something that was less expensive, but
yeah,
we're here. It's
I still have the M1.
Well, maybe actually, because I think I have the M1, the M2, yeah.
Well, when I was going through my foot and I couldn't my foot recovery and I couldn't walk, I had one downstairs. So I was using the M1 downstairs and then my other MacBook upstairs because it was really hard. I couldn't carry things. It's still great. The M1 was great. I just had the 16-inch. So it was and then I downgraded to the 14.
It's not a downgrade.
Not downgrade. The size. It's so much better.
having that smaller computer, even doing this
Changed my
review,
life.
I've been doing the review on the 16-inch and I miss the 14 so much. It's so
It's perfect.
light.
The 16 is so big. I was like, oh, this is huge. It's nice. But
Although when I was editing on it, I was like, oh, this is what I miss. That
it's
screen real estate.
fine if I don't have to carry it around. I got a pain. Sorry.
So we have three chips. We've got the M4, the M4 Pro, the M4 Max, and we have the new iMac, the new Mac Mini, and the MacBook Pros.
Oof.
The biggest change though is the Mac Mini. Look at it. Look how small that thing is.
Mini. Like it's actually really tiny. Like, is this what people were complaining about the power button being on the under the belly?
It is on the bottom.
Who turns their computer off? When's the last time you turned your computer off?
Like when my power goes off because I forget to
'cause
pay
it's
my
plugged
bill.
in. Yeah.
Or I have too many things connected and it just
Sometimes I restart when AirDrop doesn't work.
I do. Yeah, but that's restarting. You're not shutting it off. You're not touching the button.
That's true.
The only concern that I have for that is like I feel like a lot of people used Mac Minis in like a server farm. So if they have them like racked, it could be harder to get to.
Can't you just turn it off from the settings? Like go to shutdown?
Yeah, but then you got to turn it back on.
Well, I didn't think of that, Joss.
Yeah,
I am not one to turn off my devices unless they force themselves off.
I don't. I mean, I use the studio, which actually you can see the studios over there. That's a beefy boy. I feel like they're probably going to be updating that with like.
Is that what on top under the Mario Bros?
That's the studio. That's not the Mac Mini. Anyway,
crazy.
If you guys want to see the reviews, I've been working on those, so you can go check those out. I've been really enjoying it. Like I kept thinking, like, oh, I don't need it. I don't need the M4. But still, it's like just when you think like, how can this get any faster? Fast. It gets faster.
It's true.
I'm shook. Anyway, moving on. Where's my phone?
I think you threw something on the ground.
Yeah, but like, where's my phone at? Hold on a second.
It's probably under your butt. Oh, you might be in your pocket. That's in a whole other room.
So yeah,
we're not getting that.
If Nathan hears that, he may bring it to me. He may. Here, I'll keep dinging it.
We don't need it.
Yeah, we do.
For what?
Because I need to talk with our next topic.
Oh.
Actually, I think our next topic, we should talk about your injury. Because we need to just address it.
Okay, where did we leave off? The last podcast we were in.
Well, you didn't get your surgery yet.
Oh.
No, we were in condo.
We were at
Jenna has
condo.
not gotten her surgery yet.
Holy moly. Okay, so okay, keep digging. I don't think the phone's gonna come to you. Maybe.
I think it will.
Okay.
I think Nathan will bring it.
Let's see.
faith.
We'll do a fast recap.
Okay.
In May of this year, May 1st, we went hiking with our sister Brienne. I turned my ankle coming down the mountain. I was like, that hurt. I heard a loud pop. I was like, didn't sound good. Whatever. Took a break, walked it off. Continued to live my life for a couple weeks. 8 weeks go by. I'm like, it's not getting better. Maybe I should get an x-ray. I go to get an x-ray and they're like, I don't know. There's a bony projection.
Bony projection.
They saw a bony projection. They go, but it's probably from a past injury. And I was like, or it's from this injury. And they're like, I don't know. Anyway, more weeks go by. I'm like, it still hurts. They're like, okay, go get an MRI of your foot and your ankle. We did talk about the MRI because that's when I remember I was like, I was at the hospital. So that was
Right.
your Cybertruck one. So
Yes.
we'll pick up from there. So we get the MRI, 75 minutes in the tube. I was very cold.
You were in there for 75 minutes just for your ankle?
Foot and ankle. So they did two. I did 75 minutes.
I did full body in an hour.
75 minutes. Because one was 45 and one was 30 minutes.
What the heck?
And yeah, so anyway, very cold and lonely and just like staring. And then it was actually really hard to stay still for that long. I can't do a good job of that. See, I'm moving too much.
I know you're like putting your microphone over here. And
So
I can't hear you.
Yeah, because I'm resting my arm. It's
okay.
chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get the MRI. They're like, yeah, there's a fracture and like partial tear of the ligament, but doesn't matter because the fracture, the bottom of my fibula that broke off was attached to two ligaments. So they were like, it's already been 12 weeks at this point. Like it's not going to heal itself. Saw an orthopedic surgeon. He's like, you could try to wear the boot, but like, it's not going to work. So I was like, well, let me think about it. So I go a couple weeks by and then I'm like, you know what? I call my surgeon back up. I'm like, nah, let's just do it. So then finally, September 4th, I get the surgery. They remove a pretty decent sized bone chunk.
That's been a month.
It's been 2 months.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's been like 9 weeks.
Oh
so
my
they
gosh.
remove like this big of a bone chunk, little less than an inch, and they reattach two ligaments. So the surgery goes fine. It was like a 2-hour procedure. Then I was like, okay, now I just got to wait. I couldn't put any weight on my foot or my leg. So I couldn't walk for 5 to 6 weeks. So I just kind of sat around. During week 5 is when I noticed there was a burning from my ankle, and I noticed there was an infection, and I was like, that's cool. So I go to actually nobody was replying to me at my surgeon's
really
office.
sad.
I like messaged the portal and I was like, hey, I think I have an infection. Nobody replies. I'm like, I'm going to go to urgent care because I need antibiotics immediately. So I get on antibiotics. They put me on 2 of them. A week goes by. I go see my surgeon. He's like, okay, these antibiotics aren't working. And I'm like, cool. So put me on, I stay on one, I put on another one. And now is where we're going to Hawaii for the Qualcomm Snapdragon Summit.
It's our favorite event of the year too.
Favorite event. Look forward to it every year. So at this point, I'm like, what? Like week and a half into antibiotics. We go to sleep. I wake up the next day, full body rash. I'm burning up. I'm like, something's wrong. Just have to assume I'm having a reaction to one of the antibiotics. So, we go through that. I'm like, am I dying? I don't know. When do I go to the hospital? Did this infection spread to my blood? Or is this like, what's up? Because my lymph nodes were like protruding out of my body. So a lot of unknowns. I was like, well, let's just see what happens. Fast forward. Finally last week was like, okay, week 8. I think the infection's gone. I saw my surgeon. He's like, it's looking good. The problem is the stitches aren't dissolving that are like in the deep layer, like the underneath, like not the surface, like underneath where they like stitch things.
So they're like pushing their way out.
So they've been trying to, that's how it got infected because they kept opening up. So they're like, my body is rejecting those stitches. So they're still trying to come out like 9 weeks later still.
Yeah, it's not great. I've seen Jenna go through some stuff. And I would say if I was her, I would have been complaining a whole lot more. You would not have seen me in public. I would have been super cranky.
Well, I didn't go out much until 6 weeks went by.
But you still like went to an event. I would have been like, I am unwell. I'm not good with like injuries or pain.
The infection was the most pain I've ever felt in my entire life. More than the break, more than the next day of surgery. Oh, you're getting a beep.
Okay, my glucose signal, I've lost it.
Oh no, how will we know if you're gonna
because Nathan's not bringing my
phone. So the infection was literally one of the most painful things I've ever felt in my entire life. I couldn't, like my entire leg was just burning. But thankfully it didn't spread to my bloodstream because I had to be careful of that because if it spreads to your bloodstream, then you can get sepsis and the survival rates of sepsis is very low. So
yeah, it's not great.
And yeah, so there was a lot of times I probably should have went to the emergency room and I was like, I don't really want to. It's the weekend.
I mean, in Hawaii, she looked so bad. I was like asking people, like locals, I'm like, okay.
And it was a weekend.
I was like, if my sister's unwell, where do I take her? Do I take her to the main hospital? Do I take her to urgent care? They're like,
do we fly to a bigger hospital? And
do we take her to Oahu? Hold on a second.
Because the thing is, like the Oura Ring, I obviously didn't travel with like a thermometer.
Wait, hold on. Pause your story for a second.
Okay. So the thing about the Oura Ring is it measures, body temperature, heart rate, resting heart rate, and just like your overall like wellness of your body. So I'm pretty sure this was like the final stage of the infection, which is also when I was having the reaction. So my body was like literally fighting for its life. And the one day I took like 5 Benadryl spread out through the whole day to fight like the reaction. And like that makes you drowsy. And like I still couldn't sleep. I stayed in bed the first day in Hawaii, just in bed. And my Oura Ring stress was off the charts. So imagine laying in bed, not moving, but your Oura stress is still literally, you saw it was off the chart.
It was so wild when I saw it. I was like, I've never seen anything like that. Like it wasn't able to go high enough.
No, it couldn't go any higher. And I wasn't doing anything.
Her.
So it's like activity, bottom, stress completely at the top. So I was like, okay, that's not good. And then it kept telling me like the next 6 days that my body temperature was elevated because like my body was like fighting so many things. And it was just crazy. And then I also couldn't be in the sun. So imagine being in Hawaii, can't go in the sun because of the doxycycline causes like photosensitivity. So like my body was on fire. I couldn't be in the sun, but I still had a nice time. Like that sounds closer.
It's getting closer.
It's getting closer. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Thank you so much.
That was great.
I heard it
get closer
moving.
too. So anyway, the Snapdragon team, they were like, what do you need? I'm like, I'm good. Like, we're fine. And like, I thought my biggest issue was going to be not being able to like walk much. So I rented the electric scooter. So like I was zipping around, but then the infection and the rash was like just a whole nother level of like, I can't do anything.
The scooter died while we were going up the hill.
The first day. going up a hill. We're with a group. We're doing like demos, and the scooter just dies.
Stops, and then we have to push it, and like it has a brake that automatically keeps turning on. So I'm pushing this thing with the brake on, full force. Like this weighs like 500 pounds. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a motorized like mobility scooter. It's massive. But yeah, then it just died, and I'm like, well, I can't really help because the whole reason I'm in this is because I can't, walk really.
It was a wild time.
It was like basically everything that could go wrong kept going wrong, and I'm like, I just have to survive. So we did end up coming home early, and yeah, I'm better. I'm able to walk.
Is like seeing her walk is so weird because I haven't seen her move in so long.
Yeah, I didn't walk for 6 weeks.
Her leg was like half the size of her other leg.
Yeah, I lost I think like 2 inches of like the circumference of my leg.
It was
like
crazy.
A muscle.
She showed it to me as like a little stick.
It was.
You lost all your muscle.
I know.
Gone.
So yeah, so it's been nice walking. It's hard because my leg gets really tired because my hips and my knees hurt.
You haven't used it in 2 months.
Yeah, so I can walk, just not far.
You have physical therapy today.
I did.
It's good.
It's like my 5th or 6th one.
We also mentioned the Oura Ring. There is
A new one.
New Oura
I don't
Ring.
have it yet.
Gen 4. I just bought it.
It's nice.
Purchased it.
So shiny, no scratches.
I know.
Ooh.
So I think I might, I don't know.
Silver.
I went silver this time
Interesting. It's your color.
because gold is my color. But gold is my favorite. But I went with silver because when we did the color matching for like what looks good with your skin tone, mine ended up being like platinum.
I'm a silver girly. Chrome. Sterling silver.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of confusing things. I'm still going to go with gold, but I just thought we'd mix it up a little.
It's nice. Well, it looks good with your like the black ultra and then like the
titanium.
thank you. Forgot the word.
Looks pretty
so
good.
yeah, I need to check out the new what are their new features?
I mean, it's like a better sensor, but also my favorite, it is the inside doesn't have bumps on it anymore.
Oh, that is nice.
So like, I feel like I should have got a smaller size.
Smaller?
But, yeah, just because I like to wear it on my ring finger, but it fits perfect on the pointer, which is where you're actually
I still
supposed to
love
wear
the
it.
heritage design with like
This
the
is my favorite. I love the
brim.
flat because it helps me know when it's like,
yeah.
yeah. Because the flat part goes up and this has like the little bump on it, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Because like the Samsung ring has a little bump.
Yeah.
And I kept like losing it. But yeah, no, it's nice. I need to get into it. But yeah, the Oura Ring, like just seeing that data. And then finally, like when my first sleep was normal after a week, I was like, oh, my body is healing.
It's so exciting.
And then like it was just like back to normal. Like nothing was red, nothing was yelling at me. I'm like, oh,
I think you should make a full video of this.
I will.
Because it's so fascinating seeing that data.
The data, yeah, it was incredible. Like it was, I was like, I was in bed for 15 hours. I'm like, what do you mean my readiness is like 40? I'm like, I should be ready. And it's like, no, you're unwell. And I'm like, okay.
I mean, technically you probably should have put it into recovery mode, but it was kind of,
But like the thing is I wasn't sick.
yeah.
Like I was fine. Well, I wasn't fine. I just wasn't sick. But yeah, probably should have put it in recovery mode. At one point, it just stopped telling me to not worry about stress because my body temperature was elevated. It's like, hey, we're not going to worry about stress. I'm like, good. You've already maxed me out at like 9 hours a day. Anyway, yeah, Oura Ring's cool. It was good stuff. I'm alive.
It's kind of cool though. Like we can see our camera now.
I do
I'm
like
loving
it.
this.
I do
I'm
like
loving
it.
this. I hope it all works out well. We'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, so next on our list, the glucose monitoring. So I've been trying to figure out, I don't know, I just feel like I just haven't felt well,
Do I ever?
So I did do this thing where I went, it's Pernuvo. They have like a full body MRI scanner, which was so awesome. Actually, you can use, I have a link if you want to get $500 off your scan.
I do.
Justine, I have to post the links. I think you have to use the link directly. It was such a crazy experience. The fact that it took you 75 minutes just to do your ankle.
I know.
It took an hour to do a full body comprehensive scan.
I like that.
It was so
This is what I've been telling you about for like years.
I know.
I haven't done it yet.
I did it, and I did get my results, but we can talk about this in another video. But in addition to that, glucose monitoring has always been something that I've thought was what's
We're
wrong?
sitting the same way.
We are sitting the same way.
Okay.
Same sit, same brain. So I ended up getting one, and I've been monitoring the different foods that kind of like affect like your spikes. Although the last few weeks I've eaten super healthy. Like I don't think I've ever eaten this healthy in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I absolutely hate it. I was so miserable for the first week detoxing from like sugar and like excessive carbs. Like I was like, I felt like depressed. Like it was so like I was I was out of body experience. I didn't even know who I was. So the monitoring anyways.
Do you feel better now?
I feel so much better.
Okay.
It took it took a while, but I feel great now.
That's good.
Yeah. So there's another app called Levels, which is a subscription service. And then you kind of like opt into their like research program that they're doing. So, I mean, they basically, I'm just giving them all my data. So it's probably not great, but either way, it gets you access to the glucose monitor because you can't really buy them off the shelf. Like for most of them, you do need a prescription.
Yeah.
There is one that Abbott just came out with that is a, you can buy like on the shelf.
Really?
Yeah. So I actually bought a couple.
Ooh.
So I'm kind of testing out 3 different ones. This
I want one.
you need a prescription for. The other one I bought. So we'll slap that on you to see. And then I have another one from Levels coming I'm kind of like testing them all out to see.
Interesting. Well, and then do you have to like track all your food?
So you do. In Levels, it makes it so easy. This is not sponsored, by the way. But yeah, check it out. So it's super cool. It is a lot of work, but it's super fascinating. So the day that we went to Topgolf, I had like a chicken Caesar salad and some of those little pretzel bites.
Yeah.
Like my blood sugar shot up so much.
Interesting.
More than like anything. So I'm thinking it could have been because I'd been doing like a lot of low carb.
The carbs.
So I had
Those are
like the
sugar and
croutons
carbs. Yeah.
and then like the maybe even like the dressing
Interesting.
and those little pretzel bites. They wrecked my body.
So good.
Oh, it looks like, okay, we had a big spike from so you can add like food. So I had grilled broccoli, bison, and then I did have some fruit. So that kind of spiked it up a little.
Getting crazy.
Yeah, I know. But it's cool because it gives you like calories and then it gives you a score kind of like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you were able to keep your glucose scores super level.
Interesting.
But
I can always feel my blood sugar dropping.
I can too. That's why I was
Rapidly.
like, I was having significant drops in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it has like a little alarm. So it'll like tell you when it keeps dropping too low. And so
I would never sleep.
I know the first night I was like, what is this sound? I'm like jumping up and I'm like, oh my God, my blood sugar's low. And I did turn that one off because I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
We're sleeping. I've been sleeping through it this long. Like we're fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was dropping below 70 as the alarm. So it wasn't like a super crucial one.
Oh, mine would definitely be buzzing.
Yeah. So like under 55 is kind of like we have.
Well, then what did you go get a little snack?
No, I went back to bed.
Okay.
But I have been monitoring it throughout the day though, and like having snacks and just kind of like, but we even both have been dealing with like low blood sugar for so long that you just know, like you can just feel it.
I get dizzy.
Same.
Like,
So
dizzy, lightheaded. I'm like, whoo. And then a week.
it's cool to now be able to match that up with the actual data and see what kind of helps you.
Do you still have it in your arm?
Yeah.
I got to slap one in there.
Yeah, I can, yeah, I got it right here.
It hurt?
No. Oh, okay.
But you were traumatized from the...
So when you go to put it on, just to preface this, there's absolutely zero pain at all, like when you put this on. But when I looked at it, it had like this freaking big needle sticking out of it. I go, oh, and I kept texting my other sister, who's a pharmacist. I go, is this gonna hurt? And she wasn't writing back. And I'm like panicking. I'm like, my arm's all clean and ready to go, like to put this thing on.
Slap it on there.
And I start sweating and like almost having like a mini panic attack, just like thinking about putting this on my arm.
No, you just slap it in. You're good.
It was so scary. And it didn't hurt at all. And I was fine. But then I almost passed out because I was so nervous.
Jeez.
It was such a whole ordeal. But
Yeah, I caught up to all those. I was like, what is she doing?
Yeah, I think I've had it on
Panic
for like, let's see how long I've had it on for.
5 days?
Maybe.
Longer? Because Halloween, you missed out on the Halloween sugar spikes.
Actually,
Woo!
I put it on Halloween.
What a horrible time
Yeah.
to start.
Yeah, Halloween. I didn't have any candy then. So I'm like, let's see, how many days clean am I? Like, I feel,
I am not.
dude,
Keep yawning. I'm sorry. I'm
okay.
tired. This is a big weekend.
it is a big weekend.
It's Monday now when we're filming
Let's
this.
see. So it would have been,
And I had my physical therapy today.
okay, so yeah, October 23rd is when I started my detox of everything. So we're good.
Cool.
We're good. Halloween was so fun.
It makes me sad every year that it's over.
I know. Like I had so much fun and then it was
Now
over.
it's over. And then
now
I put all my Halloween stuff away. Now I put my Christmas tree up.
I haven't put any of my Halloween stuff away yet. So I may need a little assistance with it because I went overboard as always.
This is true.
Excessive. So for Halloween this year, since no one it's hard to have trick-or-treaters come to your house, so we decided to take trick-or-treat to them. So we decked out the Cybertruck with a fog machine and some lights and about like $700 worth of Costco candy.
Yum.
And went to a neighborhood and just gave out candy. And people were so excited.
I stayed back at the house.
She was making
my
sure
foot hurt.
Yeah, and she was making sure if any trick-or-treaters came.
They did come. A lot of them came actually when you were gone.
Oh, that's sad. I missed them.
And they're like, this is the best. I'm like, I know. I was dressed up as a shark, my shark onesie, because my Wednesday Addams costume, the wig was too itchy.
It looked so good.
It looked good, but I was like,
Yeah.
and it was cold. I was like, it's too itchy. So we went with the shark onesie. We went comfy cozy.
It was crazy. Like there were so many kids. Like the amount of candy bars that we went through. Oh, trash is here. Trash day.
This is actually exciting.
It's super exciting.
You had
much trash.
You had $700 worth of candy boxes.
I know.
That is exciting.
Oh, I love that sound.
Dude, there's nothing more exciting than being an adult on trash day.
And there's nothing more exciting than being a kid and rolling up somewhere and getting a full-size candy bar. Like
They were very excited.
on these kids' eyes. Like it was worth every penny of it. Like smiles. They're like,
They're very excited. And a lot of them were very polite and were like, how many can we take? And I'm like, well,
I'm like, well, if you have to ask, like,
I was
just
like,
take
I
one.
was like, take one. I mean, yeah, I was like, do we? I was like, you can take like a big one and some tiny ones. I was like, I don't know. Whatever.
Most were polite. I did have a few that came back for returns.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like this. Can I have something else? I was like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fair. If you don't like the candy, you might as well get what you want. But there was a lot of kids. So like we should have had a return line.
There were a lot.
I didn't have any Butterfingers this year.
I know.
Which is weird because
They're so good.
last year we had, we did have a box that had Butterfinger, Almond Joy, which no thanks.
Butterfinger.
Lena likes those, but no thank you. I should have got her some. I forgot.
Dude, Butterfinger, my favorite. Do you remember when
Yes.
they sent us
The basket.
How many were there?
So many.
There was like 500 Butterfinger snackies.
It was great. It was great. I don't
So
even want
good.
to talk about it because
Yeah, you're on your detox.
just like thinking about sugar is making me angry because I want it.
It's so good. We had crumble this weekend.
Oh,
you didn't have.
geez.
I
I
got
just looked
bullied
at
into ordering it, and I was like, "It's fine. I'll order it anyway."
Like I'm salivating now. Like I have a sugar problem. Like
It is a problem.
It is very bad.
It's very addicting.
I have to detox. I mean, I have at this point, but like I don't want to go back to it.
You don't
'Cause
have
it's
to.
really bad. But God, those crumble cookies are so good
You
though.
could find balance.
I can't.
Yeah, you actually
No,
can't.
I can't.
Problem you have.
It's all or nothing. Like I don't drink coffee or caffeine anymore because even if I have a little bit, I'm gonna want a lot.
well, I have one in the morning, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm two, maybe two today, because right now I'm fading fast. My
You-
favorite. I think Sean. what did
you
Sean
or you.
say?
I am
Sean
me.
said he's like. I think we were talking about you, and he's like, man, I just remember Justine at Universal. Every week, we would turn a new bend, and she would have another type of sweet treat. It was like a slushie, or like a pretzel, or like a ice cream, or like a donut. And he's like, every corner we ran, she had to get something.
Okay, Sean. I'm pretty sure every corner you also had to get something. But you're not wrong.
For his child, but yeah, also.
No.
You
That Universal trip, I was unhinged.
Dude, we had the big donut. We had that other slushy boba thing. We had.
I had a slushie.
Wait, what was that blue drink you got at the end with ice cream?
Don't know. It was some blue slushie with like a lemon ice cream.
Raspberry?
It was. I think it was something from the Minions. Some sort of Minion
It was
drink.
good. It was like so that was at least 3, and then I think there was.
I enjoyed every moment of it. And
I think you spent like $500 on just food.
well, oh my gosh! Wait, and we also went to the Mario.
We did. We had the cupcake.
We had the cupcake. We also had
Ooh.
something else. No, we had every dessert there.
We did.
We had every dessert at the Mario
At Universal.
Castle.
Yeah. Oh, the the tiramisu, the princess cupcake.
There was like another
some type of
cake. Something. I don't know.
Well, that was
Anyway.
imagine you'd be off the charts for
No.
sugar that day.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
we'll see. But anyway. It has been interesting trying to do jujitsu with this on because I'm so afraid it's going to get ripped off my arm.
Yeah.
So far, it's made it through like 3 classes.
That's good.
So we'll see how it lasts.
Trying to get comfy.
for a 2.5 hour class tonight.
You could, if you were like, Jen, I'll give you $10,000 to do a 2.5 hour class. I'd be like, I can't. Well, 1, my ankle, but 2, I'm so tired today. I feel like
I'll take it.
I know. No, nobody's offering. This is for me.
I'll take it.
And we got an hour back from daylight, but I just feel like our friend Joe was in town, which Joe stayed at my house. He's the most low maintenance person I think I know. My favorite was when he first stayed with me was I was like, I had to think I was like, hey, I'm gonna be like kind of busy. I was like, so you might have to like entertain yourself. I was like, more so meaning like just like make my house your house. Like, dude, come and go as you want. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you want to do. Like, because you know when someone's staying with you, sometimes you feel like you have to entertain. But also like if I'm staying with someone, like I just want to be left alone.
Jenna's a great guest.
Am I?
I don't know. I mean, like if you want to hang out with Jenna, you're probably not going to.
I mean, it's like we'll hang out, but then like when I'm ready to take a nap, like see ya.
Don't want to be out. I just love the sound of the garbage man. Like let's listen to him.
My car is parked very close to it. That's spot you moved it over.
My car is parked directly in front of it. So like,
yeah, it's true.
It's cool.
It's fine.
So we are going to the F1 race.
I know.
It's going to be so much fun. I remember last year, like I wanted to go, but I was a little nervous to go for the first year just to kind of like see how it goes.
Well, they had some issues last year.
They did. So I feel like this year
it's going to be
the time to go.
Yeah, I was looking at our info, trying to see if we had an itinerary yet, which we don't.
Okay, I was going to say because I probably won't look.
Do you going to wear that?
Is it going to be hot or cold?
Vegas, cold, desert.
This is a nice little F1 number.
I need to go. I need to get some stuff.
I have pants to match this also.
I'm very well aware that you do.
Wore this to the LAN party. Yeah, maybe I'll get myself a new little.
I think Aviator Nation's having 40% off winter sale right now.
What do you wear? How do people dress normal? I don't know.
I'm going to India this weekend. And
what are you going to do there?
Well, it's for MediaTek.
Yeah, well, I know that. I was just trying to like make conversation. I know.
Well, I was trying to like, I was like, man, the only thing I've been wearing lately is like jammies and like jogger pants. And I need to like go shopping to get like nice clothes to look nice. Cause like going to be I'm on a panel and there's going to be a meetup.
Oh,
and we're going to go to the Taj Mahal.
That's I wish I could go. I could have went, but it was a lot. And there was also a jiu-jitsu tournament that I wanted to do.
There's a lot. It's hard. I mean, I said yes to all of these things 6 months ago, thinking like I was in fine health, which I'm in better now, but I'm also like still kind of terrified because like being in Hawaii and being like, I don't know, like, do I have a full body infection? Like, it's just scary being out of your element. And also like, it's just been really hard to like walk a lot and do traveling is hard on the body. So 24-hour travel there, 24-hour travel back. I'm scared. Something's vibrating aggressively.
Don't know who that is.
I have to go soon.
Okay, well, there was something else that I wanted to say that you were saying. We're now sitting the same exact way again.
How? What are you copying me?
No,
What are you doing, dude?
No, like we're the same.
Well, I can't sit certain ways because my ankle doesn't bend. So
well,
like,
I think
what's up with you? We are sitting.
We're sitting literally exactly the same.
I wonder when you changed. Who did it first?
I don't know.
I think I did. Because I put it in your head. I was like, I'm trying to get comfy.
Well, because I don't know. So we'll have to see in the video who sat like.
I think
who
I did.
sat first.
I did
in both positions. Am I?
Jenna
copying
did.
You? Am I
think
mirroring?
You're copying me.
Am I mirroring you? Like,
I think you are. You do seem like the mirroring type. Like little. What's that little insect?
The
chameleon.
Salamander. Chameleon. Yeah, chameleon. Yeah. The salamander is a thing.
It's like yeah.
It's a thing.
They are. They grow their tails back. Don't they?
There's something else I wanted to tell you. I don't remember.
Well, you got your.
Yeah, but there was something else on. I should have wrote it down. We checked off pretty much everything.
F1 soon.
Yeah, F1's gonna be fun.
I'm excited. We're gonna be coming live. No, we won't be live there.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some videos.
So I'll write that
Ferrari.
down. It's gonna be so fun. I'm stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Do you think they'll let me drive? Well, considering I just started driving this week, probably not.
Yeah, I know. Well, this was a great chat. I hope that this works. Is there anything else that you want to say, Jenna?
You could subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Okay, you can subscribe to mine too.
Just wait.
Justine.
Okay,
I got a lot of good stuff there for you.
Eric. I am trying my
You can
best.
subscribe to our Same Brain channel. Like everywhere the podcasts are not sold. Like readily.
YouTube.
We still don't have a sponsor.
That's not true.
We have our first sponsor. Oh my God, stay tuned.
We do. Where's the clapping?
No!
We do. We have.
Oh my
gosh.
We both just. It just clicked.
We need to be decked out head to toe on our first sponsor. Like I want sweatshirts, I want the pants, I want socks, I want a hat.
We can probably
face tat.
Oh, this is so exciting.
This is very exciting.
We owe them the world. Oh, it's going to be great. We'll find out soon.
Yeah, stay tuned. End of November, early December.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
This is exciting.
This is so exciting.
Wow. Okay, well, yeah, stay tuned for that because it's going to be a good time. Maybe there'll be a podcast in between.
I think they're.
I'm not going to be
I'm
here.
not going to be here either. So probably won't be.
Okay, well, enjoy this one and stay tuned because the next one is going to be fun. We're going to be in Vegas. F1.
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Woo! Do we got to pack all this stuff? Or are they going to have a setup for us?
We'll talk about it on text.
I just got stressed out looking at all the stuff that I would have to bring.
You're going to have to
But that's okay.
You have to pack it.
It's not the first time.
Wait, they have the mini. Bring mini guy.
I could bring the mini. It's great. I like that idea. But this is working really well now. Everything is awesome.
Is this new?
This is the newer one. Yeah, it's the newer
Black?
Rodecaster Pro 2. Yeah. But then there's the white one.
White's tiny.
White's tiny. Yeah. Okay. We're just conversing at this point.
We'll figure it out for you guys, and it's gonna be the top of the line experience. We will not have mic stands.
We will not.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna hit stop.